Hi there, my name is Steve Gearhart, and this is the Unagi Observer. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching the video today. As you can tell, I'm doing it the way that I used to do it a very, very long time ago, which is, not showing my face and actually putting pictures up. And the reason for that is very simply that today I happen to look like a cross between the Unabomber and a drunk Gary Busey, and that's kind of a look that nobody really needs to see. So that's why we're doing it the way that we're doing it today. Today I just wanted to do a quick little review of an anime, but before I do that, I want to thank everybody for liking the video that I put up last week. Even though I didn't really have a real video, I just put something up there, and it seemed like a lot of you guys liked it, so thank you so much for that. Anyway, so let's talk about do the quick little review of The Laughing Salesman. So in an effort to watch something different than what I normally watch, I was going through Crunchyroll and I saw this picture of this gentleman here, crazy looking guy, and I was just like, I'll give it a go, see what happens here. And it's called The Laughing Salesman, and it was a very easy watch, very easy to do, probably because there is no actual story plot. The main character there, the Laughing Salesman, he kind of directs the stories that you watch in each episode. There's 2 stories to each episode for a total of 24 stories, 12 episodes. And so there's no actual plot. This is one of those things where you could start in on episode 3 and it wouldn't really matter because it's just individual stories within each episode. So that was kind of nice, and it told me that if I wanted to walk away from that and then come back to it maybe a year or so from now, that would be fine. And that's actually this anime is kind of like that, insofar that maybe you need a break from a bunch of binge watching serious anime like Gundam, and you just want something, a couple episodes of just something filler. This is excellent for that. The Laughing Salesman is really, really good for that. I was surprised that this anime actually has a history behind it, and that this is actually the second anime series of The Laughing Salesman, and that The Laughing Salesman was actually created a long time ago. It was originally, of course, just like most anime, a manga, and it went through Shogakukan's Big Comic magazine as a serial from 1969 to 1971. And originally it was supposed to be a one-shot manga deal, but the publisher thought it was too, quote, scary, unquote. So that's how they did it. And the person who did it is actually a duo, the famous manga duo called Fujio. And these 2 guys worked for a very long time together, until 1987, when one of them unfortunately got sick and died, I believe. And they made a lot of very lighthearted kind of manga things, and so this was really dark, but kind of dark humor. And so they made this, and it got pretty popular. It was part of a variety show for a number of seasons, and then it got its own anime series, and it was aired on TBS, Japanese TBS, from October 10th, 1989 to December 28th, 1993, with a total of 127 episodes. Now, I haven't seen that series yet, and I'll tell you why in a moment. So in 2017, they did the second adaptation of the manga, and that's the one that you can find on Crunchyroll, The Laughing Salesman. So this was originally done in 2017. Again, much shorter. It's about 24 episodes, 2 stories per episode. Now, the interesting thing about this is that, like I said, the first anime, I haven't seen it, and I haven't really read the manga, largely because up until 2017, it never left Japan. Nobody outside of Japan knew about it. So when they made the series in 2017, it was imported to America, and on with Crunchyroll, and people started watching it word of mouth. So it actually kind of has a big deal to it. It even has a video game done by Compile for the Sega CD back in '93, and there was a live action drama, if you can believe that, TV Asahi, and again, a famous comedian, I believe it's Shiro Ito, and he did the main character, the Laughing Salesman, whose name is Moguro Fukuzu. If I'm pronouncing, hopefully I'm pronouncing that well. But yeah, like I said, it's a fun little series. It's, it's kind of almost like a fluff piece, if you will. And it's just kind of just nice to see something different for a change. Now, just to give you an idea of what the stories are like, it kind of goes along with the Buddhist idea of, hey, the whole purpose of achieving nirvana, of going to heaven, is casting away of things, right? So his deal is that he's this traveling salesman in Japan. He goes around and he finds what he calls lonely people with a hole in their heart, and he wants to be able to fill that hole in their hearts, and he doesn't even charge any money. Like, he just does his thing and try to help these people. So this is where it starts to get Twilight Zone-ish, because what will happen is that these people will go first. It would be like, it works well, whatever that happened, what Moguro does for them works well at first, but then they betray his trust, or they screw it up, or somehow they don't follow his explicit directions, and they suffer for it. And he has this catchphrase of boom. So whenever you screw up or you betray him or whatever, he'll go, okay, well, this is the consequences of your actions. And he points his finger at the person and goes, boom. And then that's when the consequences come in. And they're usually not great. and it can be, and it's darkly humorous, by the way. So, yeah, should you give this anime a try? Well, kind of depends. If you're just like me, you just wanted to see something different, see something new, then yeah, give this a try, and you might actually enjoy it for what it is. It's no Gundam, it's no Evangelion, and it is something that you can literally just go, okay, I'm done with it, and walk away, and maybe not come back to it either ever, or maybe 3 years from now and pick it back up again. Personally, I'm interested to see some of the older episodes, and I really want to see the manga from the 1960s. So hopefully someday I'll be able to get that, because it is an interesting little story. Okay, so that's it for The Laughing Salesman. I hope you guys enjoyed that if you happen to watch it. And as always, the weekly dig is on Sundays around 8 o'clock, give or take a few minutes. And I hope to see you guys there. All right, y'all have a good one.